Hey everyone, MSI 2018 has been a really fun event to watch so far. Amongst the Flash Wolves' dominance and the Team Liquid failures, one game in particular reignited some hope for Western fans. On day 2 of group stages, Fnatic took a crucial game off of Kingzone. Let's take a look at how that went down. This game begins right away with an action-filled level 1. Upon loading into the game, Fnatic sent 3 members immediately into the bottom side river to gain control of the dot brush. If you look closely, Kingzone have set up their 5-point defense incorrectly by sending Prey into the tri-brush and Gorilla toward the Raptor's choke. You usually would want Rakan, who has an escape, to watch the riskier tri-brush position. They realize this and try to correct it by swapping positions, but this gives Fnatic a window to walk into the dot brush unknown. The mistake then comes from Kingzone when they foolishly try to regain river control. Prey face checks the dot brush and gives up first blood, and BDD eventually has to blow his flash as well. Seems foolish to face check the river like that, but this may have all been a 200 IQ play from Fnatic. You can see here that Fnatic sent both their carries to show in the topside river, possibly tricking Kingzone to think that Fnatic were 5-man invading the top side. Usually, the top laner and jungler watch the top side of the map, so they likely assumed that by seeing Tristana in the topside river, the rest of them were there as well. Kingzone didn't want to simply give up topside vision for free, so what teams usually do is invade the opposite side and get some vision there in response. This is likely why Kingzone face-checked the bot side river brushes, where Fnatic was waiting with 3 members. Think about how many times you see teams place the top laner in the bottom top brush. Definitely a sick play planned to some degree. Fnatic don't stop there. They still have control of the bot side, so they look to help Broxah start Peanut's red buff. Now, for certain junglers, losing a red buff at level 1 is not too big of a problem. Zac, however, whose first clear is much weaker than Skarner's, and can't 1v1 red buff Skarner if met in the jungle, has to either make a risky invade or suffer a big pacing deficit for the next couple minutes. You can see here that Peanut considered invading, but upon seeing Broxah running through mid lane, decides to return to his jungle and suffer the 3 buff loss. He loses about 10 to 15 more seconds of pacing by walking here as well. This intense level 1 mix-up gives Broxah priority over Peanut for the first 2 clears, and sets him up to succeed for the rest of the early game. Here's a clear example of that level 1 lead showing up later in the game. At this point, Broxah has already backed, bought Predator Boots and Talisman, and taken the blue buff, while Peanut is still trying to finish his first clear. This sets up the Predator gank onto Sion, who has no flash, which was also expended level 1. Good on Fnatic for punishing that. With growing solo lane pressure from Fnatic, they eventually set up this play based around the top lane lead Whipple is slowly building up. Caps has just picked up the package, so Whipple forces Vlad to stay by using his Ornn ultimate. This gives Fnatic a window to dive top. Broxah immediately paths there and forces extremely hard onto Khan, knowing that Caps is on his way. Although Broxah does go down, Caps was fed 2 kills off of this really well planned play. This expedites his ramping up period and gives him a burst of gold for an 11-minute Triforce. Fnatic now look to transfer the lead from the solo lanes to the bot side of the map. This beautiful 5-man play was set up off of the fact that Vlad had already used TP to try to flank in an earlier fight. Again, well planned around Cap's package timing as well. Fnatic continues to emphasize control over the bot side of the map with their stronger solo laners and eventually break down the tower. I think Kingzone tries too hard to fight for the bot side control back, when the only thing left in the bot side of the map is a red buff. They could have played more defensively and let Khan pressure top for the top turret. Losing control there doesn't mean much, but giving up 3 kills definitely does, and Khan was also not helping with his pop-off attempt. Fnatic eventually transfer control to the top side of the map for Baron. They start the Baron, but hide Hylissang for a flank engage. They're able to pick off Gorilla and turn back on Baron, but remain patient to not give Kingzone a chance to steal. Check out the huge damage from Caps here to kill off Prey and confirm the Baron. From here on out is just textbook League of Legends, as their lead is way too large, especially when they have 2 hyper carries. Kingzone do find a small break here by winning a fight because of Fnatic's overcommitment on the inhibitor, but their base is open at this point, and it's just a matter of time before Fnatic run it down top. All around a well played game from Fnatic from the very start. With the 0-10 Team Liquid Dream dead as well, I believe there's still hope for Western teams at MSI. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my take on the first Kingzone Fnatic match. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate if you left a like, comment, or subscribed. I also stream a couple times a week, so check out my Twitch for that in the description.